Batsquatch. The Batsquatch is a flying cryptid that was allegedly seen near Mount Street Helens in the 1980s. It resembles a flying primate, similar to the Ahool and the orang Bati of Southeast Asia, and its name is a portmanteau derived from the words bat and Sasquatch. A witness allegedly took several pictures of the creature. However, these pictures have not been analyzed yet, and thus cannot prove the creature's existence. Description: a Batsquatch is a cryptid flying humanoid creature that is said to closely resemble a Bigfoot in stature, but with the addition of bat-like wings and with the ability to fly. Common features are pointed ears and an angular head, unlike that of a traditional Bigfoot. This creature was said to have yellow eyes, a dog-like muzzle, blue fur, sharp teeth, bird-like feet, and leathery bat-like wings that span up to 50 feet. In addition, Batsquatch is said to be 9 feet tall and has the ability to affect car engines. Batsquatch is even more elusive than Bigfoot and has only a few scarce reputable sightings. Bigfoot reigns supreme as the cryptid to hunt for in the PNW, but the Batsquatch still captures many people's imaginations. The first report of a Batsquatch is from 1980 in the Mount St. Helens area. The beast's general description is of a great winged bat with purple skin, bashing red eyes, and a loud deep bass yell. Is it real? That remains to be seen, but it is harder to prove something doesn't exist than it does. To further complicate things, it appears that false Batsquatch information and patently fictitious accounts have found their way onto the internet. Was it a Bigfoot hybrid or something that dropped through a rift that was opened up in the fury of the Mount Street Helens eruption of Sunday, May 18, 1980? Batsquatch sightings. May 1980, the first Batsquatch sighting? It is widely reported that May 1980 was the first time the creature was supposed to have been seen as it showed itself in the shadow of the clouds during the Mount St. Helens eruption. However, I am still searching for any first-hand reference to this sighting. In April 1994, Brian Canfield was driving in Washington's Pierce County when his truck suddenly died. Canfield said a large creature landed in front of him. He said it was human-like, 9 feet tall, with bat-like wings, and also sported a coat of blue fur. Ever since then, it has not been seen, and skeptics dismiss it as a hoax. 1994, the first of several false Batsquatch reports. One report of an up-close encounter with Batsquatch was posted on Batsquatch.com, and it was even supposed to be printed in a local newspaper. The validity of this report is in question, however. Yelmidians take cover under the shadow of a suspicious creature. Mountain News. Fear continues to dominate the men, women, and children of this town as a dark shadow looms overhead. Suspicions persist and rumors spread as far too many sightings of a winged bat-like creature go unexplained. It started as childish rumors after the May 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens and has spread to community horror as the truth about Batsquatch over Mount Rainier continues to emerge. While preparing for a climb in early 1994, local mountaineer and liquor store owner Butch Whitaker managed to take several pictures of the beast during a rare midday flight. See left. Butch Whitaker, expert in paranormal activity and unexplained phenomena, considers himself lucky to have experienced this encounter but adds, "I'm not surprised. These things happen to me all the time." Although government officials deny the existence of any photographic evidence, our staff experts closely scrutinized all photos and found no reason to hold this position. To date, 4 goats, 5 chickens, 2 cows, and our prized pig are unaccounted for. No humans are reported missing, but this is no measure of the never-ending toll placed on this community's pride and mental well-being. All Pioneer Day festivities were canceled last week, and with the recent loss of Priscilla Pig, scheduled dancing this Saturday presumably will fall prey to this monstrous being as well. Neither Police Chief Durham nor our mayor will estimate the potential long-term effects of continued attacks, but both were obviously saddened by the loss of Priscilla. A possible second sighting was reported in 2009 near Mount Shasta in California. Several hikers witnessed a huge creature with leathery wings, spanning 50 feet, fly out of a crevice in the mountain. At first, an eyewitness described the creature as having a head similar to a pterodactyl, but upon reconsideration, the witness claimed it was more akin to a flying fox bat. Paul Dale Roberts posted on the site Unexplained Mysteries an encounter recounted to him by some hikers on Mount Shasta that sounded like a Batsquatch. Me and my friend were hiking around Mount Shasta and out of one of the crevices flew this big creature. I mean, this thing was huge. It was as tall as a man, as stocky as Hulk Hogan, and had leathery wings. I believe the wingspan was at least 50 feet from one end to the other. I was holding up my camera, but was paralyzed with fear as this thing flew by. Sorry I didn't get a picture. What do you think this might be? Could it have been a pterodactyl? It was flying or gliding fast. It seemed to have the head of a bat. I'm thinking about it. It doesn't have the head of a pterodactyl. I just saw a picture of a pterodactyl and the heads are not similar. I would think it had the head of a bat or maybe more like a fox. The damn thing finally flew into a clump of trees and vanished. I heard you guys might be going back to Mount Shasta. If you do, please look out for this thing. If you see it, you will 4x all over yourself. I kid you not. In June 2011, Phoenix Tierras, pseudonym, was in his yard walking his dog. He went to pick up the dog when he saw something in the sky. He said the following: "I saw something flying in the sky. It had bat wings, blue fur, and a face similar to eyes glowing red. It was about 9 feet tall at the least, and after I watched it just flew away." On April 14, 2014, at Archbishop Hoban High School in Akron, a second-period Spanish class spotted a giant black mass zipping by the window of the classroom at incredible speed. The class claims it was about 9 feet tall with a 20 to 30 foot wingspan. Batsquatch was spotted in Missouri in 2015. A report of a family's encounter with Batsquatch in Missouri from 2015 was posted in several local newspapers, including the Phelps County Focus. The incident was even reported to MUFON, who investigated the encounter. The local family was driving down a dirt road, headed to the Blue Spring Trailhead in Shannon County, Missouri, when the mother spotted the creature. When interviewed by MUFON investigators Emmett Reary and Gary Hart, the woman described the creature as a winged entity 7 to 8 feet tall with leathery wings from its shoulders to the ground, black in color with pointed ears on a triangular head and yellow eyes that made her feel very uncomfortable. This report seems quite credible as it was reported in several newspapers and was researched by MUFON. What is Batsquatch? With very few reputable sightings, it is hard to pin down any good theories on what Batsquatch might be. I will say that I don't believe that there is another race of flying monsters drifting around our skies. That would require a population big enough to breed, and that seems highly unlikely considering the tiny number of sightings. As I see them, there are two options for where Batsquatch might come from. The first is that Batsquatch is an extra-dimensional creature that dropped through a rift and got stuck here. If the first sighting really was in close proximity to the Mount St. Helens eruption, it seems likely that the force of the blast may have ruptured time/space, allowing something to get sucked through. In that case, it may have flown around for a while and died in some remote location, or else found a way home. I suspect this is the same as with the Dover demon. Both may just be creatures that got stuck here on accident. The other option is that Batsquatch is actually an alien. Consider that Brian Canfield's truck died without reason and restarted after the Batsquatch left, just as happens with many UFO encounters. It does not seem completely improbable that a UFO dropped off a Batsquatch to do recon in the area. It is less likely that Batsquatch is a full-on demon or monster of some sort. If that were the case, then I would have expected Canfield's testimony to include an unnatural level of fear or dread as is experienced by people encountering black-eyed kids.